Pick one word central to Donald Trump's foreign and economic policy, and this will likely be it.
China.
China's always been a big deal. Now, though, how the US and China get along has become an even bigger deal as we head towards the US presidential election on November the 5th. So what exactly do Trump and his opponent Kamala Harris have planned? Hello, I'm Deri Nabugeda. This is Pinch Point, where geography and politics collide. Now, if you listen to Donald Trump, China is the big bad wolf of the global economy. He points to China's trade surplus with the United States, which just keeps going up, and quick, from $30.8 billion in July to $33.8 billion in August. Washington has repeatedly highlighted the surplus as evidence of one-sided trade that favors the Chinese economy. And Donald Trump thinks he has the answer: tariffs, with a dollop of cuts to red tape and corporate taxes to lure US companies back. Take a listen.
If China or some other country is behaving badly, we have things called tariffs that are so severe. They're building big, giant auto plants in Mexico, owned and financed by China, and they think they're going to come out and they're going to build cars and they're going to sell them into our country and they're going to destroy Michigan and all these other places. Not going to happen because we'll put 100 to 200% tariff on every car coming across the Mexican border. I want to beat China in electronics production, and we'll be able to do that easily. We have the greatest genius, the greatest minds here.
But it's not just Donald Trump who's promising to protect American jobs from the perceived threat of Beijing. As recently as September, the Biden administration locked in steep tariff hikes on many Chinese imports. They include a 100% duty on electric vehicles, 50% on solar cells, and 25% on steel, aluminium, EV batteries, and key minerals. Kamala Harris also has China in her sights, and not just on the economy. She also blames the Chinese for at least part of the US fentanyl crisis, and it is a crisis. The artificial opioid killed 74,702 people in 2023 alone.
That the precursor chemicals used to make fentanyl are by and large made in China and then shipped to Mexican cartels and trafficked right here into the United States. Our administration demanded that China crack down on the companies that make those chemicals, and it has started to happen. But they need to do more.
Of course, Harris has also talked about China's economic clout. China's economy, its gross domestic product, now stands at $18.5 trillion. Big, yes, but take a look at the US. Its economy is worth nearly $29 trillion. Harris wants to keep that slice of the pie.
The third pillar of our opportunity economy is leading the world in the industries of the future and making sure America, not China, wins the competition for the 21st century.
China is sitting up and paying attention. Its social media is full of mockery for Donald Trump. It's Trump, after all, who wants to introduce a blanket tariff of 60% on all Chinese imports. Beijing is aware, too, though, that the Biden administration has been trying to restrict China's access to Western technology. As recently as May 2024, the US revoked export licenses of computer chips to Chinese communications giant Huawei. Remember, win or lose the election in November, Kamala Harris is right now a key member of the current US administration. For China, the policy appears, publicly at least, to mind its own business and to hope its commercial competitors mind theirs.
中华文明崇尚和平理念，中华民族没有扩张传统。近代中国曾饱受列强欺凌，深知和平弥足珍贵，发展来之不易。中国是世界上唯一将和平发展写入宪法的大国。是5合国当中唯一 承诺不首先使用核武器的国家。
Polling suggests Donald Trump is seen as strong on economic issues, so his China rants are unlikely to end soon. The outcome of the presidential election is still too close to call. Beijing can expect to be part of the debate right up to the wire.